Hello, film students. This is Susan. I'm sorry I haven't been back to you in a while. Been busy, been sick, been amazing things happen, been fighting spiritual warfare and physical warfare. But anyway, film lesson number 3 got lost. So we're going to call this film lesson number 3. Let's see what this is. And I'm going to try to just do a recap of what I think we were talking about. So basically, I was talking about that I was going alone on my certain path. I had finished my degree in journalism, and I was going to take higher levels of college. And then my daughter got sick, and it turned out she had a 5-pound tumor. And so it got taken care of, but it took a year or two. So I had to drop out of college. And while all that medical stuff was going on, I thought my college career and my journalism career was over. But what happened during that time is I had to homeschool the kids, teach them at home because we were having so much medical appointments. And Austin, Texas, a bigger city near where I lived, called and said they needed students and teachers and people to work on a television program as extras. And they paid $60 a day. So since we were learning at home anyway, we went and did it. And then you could do schoolwork when you weren't filming on set location. And that began my film career. Well, the point of this is, all my friends I invited and said, come with me. And they said, we're too busy. We don't have time. Our husband won't let us. We don't want to work on a film set. It's evil, whatever. And 20 years later, I worked on films for 20 years. They say, why do all these things happen to you? The reason is because there was an open door that the Lord presented. Even though it was far beyond anything I could imagine me ever doing, I walked through that open door. A lot of times we have open doors and opportunities. We go, no, we don't want to move. No, it's not convenient. No, we can't afford it. Blah, blah, blah. Because it's not something that we can think of or imagine. But God has plans greater than we can imagine. We can only see this far above our brain practically. And then we take that step and we can see this far. And then we can see this far. If someone had told me, a prophet or whatever, that I was going to work in film for 20 years, I would have said they were a false prophet. Now, you already may have heard some of this stuff, but I'm having to go back over some of it because I don't know what was in lesson 3 and what wasn't. So anyway, it's just good lessons to learn. So if an open door comes, we ask the Lord, Lord, is this your open door? If it is, keep it open. Close all doors you don't want me to go through. Open the doors you want me to go through. If you want me to go through them, then show me how and give me instructions or whatever I need to do to accomplish this spiritual assignment you've put in my life. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, Cindy Jacobs, a famous woman prophet in America, just gave a word that a lot of times we're pounding on our own doors. Bam, bam, bam. That we feel like it's from the Lord. And we say, Lord, why are you not opening the door? Well, the prophecy was, the Lord says, I'm not opening a door because on the other side of that door that's closed that you can't see, I'm arranging all the details. And sometimes there's a lot of details to arrange. So if I open the door right now, everything's not ready and it will fall apart and it won't work out. So this is why sometimes it takes days or years, but a lot of times God will unexpectedly open a door and it happens suddenly and we're going like, what? So the biggest thing, like I said, and I've always said and always will say, is follow the peace that passes understanding. If you feel peaceful, even if you feel nervous or scared about that open door, if you feel peaceful and then you pray, ask the Lord if it's Him to continue that thought or that idea or that open door, and if it's not Him, to close it, then the Lord will honor that request because you're asking Him, God, first, if He wants you to go through the open door, and then He will always confirm everything by signs and wonders and 2 or 3 witnesses. So when we go through that door, it's a new land, bigger and better than we can imagine. And sometimes that's overwhelming in the process, okay? So that's why it's okay to stop a minute, to look around, to examine the situation a little bit, to figure things out, to talk to people, to get more learning. But then you take one step and another step and another step, okay? The Lord will give you ideas for films, for scripts. You can take a stick off the ground and get a story idea for a short film. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of people. You don't need a lot of equipment as long as you have a phone. If you don't have a phone, don't have any equipment, make a play, do a theater or a drama skit or something like that. As you take those one steps at a time, then the doors will keep opening and the path will be clearer. If you don't have the money and equipment, start drama skits. Find your actors who are good. A drama skit you can do on the side of the road, or you can do in a school, or you can do in a church. Then maybe later on you'll develop it into a screenplay and a film. But you have to be faithful with what you've got at the moment. If you don't have any money, that's fine. Yes, it is wonderful to have money to make films and buy equipment and all that stuff. But until you do, don't sit around dreaming about it. Work on things, write things, draw pictures of the scenes that you think would work well in that screen or that screenplay or that film. So if you have a film idea and all you got's a pencil and a piece of paper, start drawing scenes of it. It is really hot here. We're having a heat wave, and so I was going to talk about other things maybe, but that's it for now because I am sweating and I'm going to get sick if I don't get moving where I need to go, where it's a cooler place. So I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Pray about this. And we'll try our best to keep sending videos on good lessons on the film culture and God working through you to show films and entertainment in theaters, art, music, whatever, to the world. You have a great day. Thank you.